My Hero Ultra Impact is going to end the service on the 18th of May of this year, coming as a shock to the community and myself since it was out of the blue. It makes you wonder why they've decided to shut down such a beloved game after 4 years. Due to United Survival being announced right after the announcement of Ultra Impact shutting down, it makes me wonder if they've gone into end of service because of this new gacha game. So far, we have no information on this new game, only the teaser. Although, my expectations are going to be very low going into this game due to the devs being K-Lab, who are very well known for their game Bleach Brave Souls. And as someone who has personally put in a disgusting amount of hours into that game, I've personally seen firsthand how greedy the devs had become, which had made me quit and lose faith in K-Lab altogether. Hopefully, they will learn from their mistakes and drop this game without any issues. But again, my expectations will be low. Now, as end of service approaches ever so closer day by day, I have conducted a few interviews with some well-known players to ask how they felt about this news and how they first got into the game. But before that, allow me to talk about how I got into this game. On the 23rd of March 2023, my friend Zylerberg introduced me to this game, and what actually piqued my interest at the time was hearing that Fantasy Jiro was having a rerun. And me being a huge Jiro fan, I decided to download the game and ended up staying up all night re-rolling my account just so I could have it. I played the game for a few months before I ended up meeting a lovely person on Discord by the name of Oinfi, who invited me to My Hero Ultra Agency, which was a server known in the Ultra Impact community. If you played Ultra Impact, you'd eventually be introduced to this Discord server one way or another. Ultra Impact slowly became part of my daily life, and eventually, on the 15th of December, I was invited to the club I now call home, the Hideout. Joining this club, I eventually ended up meeting someone who I'd consider my own sister. Even though we aren't related by flesh and blood, I can still consider them my family. Despite eventually growing apart from Ultra Agency over the years, I ended up with the friend group I now have, and I'm very grateful to have them. Now, enough about my story, let's hear from my guests, shall we?
How did you first discover and get into My Hero Ultra Impact?
That's a good question, honestly. I remember that I had a friend in the past, and
Mhm.
it was back when One vs. Steel was at its peak, and he will show me that there was this game that included the giant overhaul, the final form.
Yep.
And he showed me his Plus Ultra, and I was like, wait, what the hell? What is this game? It was back in the day that there wasn't the global version yet.
Oh, so it was just JB.
And yeah,
Oh.
and then he showed me that there was even a redemption in the game. It was the CR one. It was back in the My Villain Academy event. Yeah, back when the My Villain Academy event was going on.
Oh, the SR.
And yeah, and I really wanted to play back then, but every time I tried, because since it didn't came out to the global, I think only the strongest heroes came out at the time. So it took a really long time. I was only able to play the game back when the global launched. It was day one for me.
So, when exactly did you start playing Global?
Day one, actually. But here's the interesting curiosity.
Mm.
I started playing the game, but it was on my mother's phone. Because back then my phone was horrible, fucking
Yeah.
horrible if I say so myself. I was barely able to run the strongest hero, and because of that, I had to use my mother's phone to play it. I used to play until one day my mother got fed up that I was practically stealing her phone at one point,
Yeah.
practically turning to my own. But then after that, I was able to buy a new phone, and well, I played since then. It was back when the Green E that came out. That's when I got my phone and started playing again.
Alright, so after the strongest hero, the previous game got shut down,
Hmm.
I figured I'd find another My Hero game to play, kind of like what they're doing now.
Yeah.
And Ultra Impact was the only real available one at the time.
Uh, I think. I mean, I was rewatching like season two, right? I was watching the sports festival again.
Hmm.
Uh, I don't know what really led to it, but I could I just searched My Hero in like the Play Store for
Hmm.
no reason. I mean, I was already playing the strongest hero at the time, which has since then also shut down. But I found MHUI. I just I guess I just downloaded it. I guess that's it.
I actually was playing The Strongest Hero because a friend got me into that, and then heard about My Hero Ultra Impact when looking up The Strongest Hero summoning videos and accidentally stumbling upon JP My Hero Ultra Impact summoning videos. J J J Fanta? Is that what I'm reading? J Fanta or whatever. J Fanta, I think it was. So at the time, I didn't know if we'd get a global release, but I was hopeful. Eventually, we did.
Second question. How long have you been playing, and what kept you coming back to it?
That's a good question, I'd say. I always felt like the gameplay for this game was actually really fun. Like, even if we take out the auto part of the game, it's actually pretty fun doing the skills and seeing the animation plays out. They're actually really cool, and you get a dopamine by hitting the skill checks and such.
Yeah.
And what kept me coming back is because the majority of my favorite characters are in this game.
Basically since global release. I remember the first banner was the green Ninja Ray.
You're an OG.
Yeah.
God damn. No wonder you got more BP than me.
You're never gonna catch up.
Trust me, I will.
I think I started in August 2023. So that's like 2.5 years, I think now. Uh, what kept me coming back? At first, it was like all the different PU animations, right? Like I think that's what a new player is gonna like. At least I did. I was picking up every different character in the campaign just from the guests, just to see everyone's PU animations.
Mhm.
And I guess at a certain point it was like, well, I've already played so much now. I guess I'll just stick to it, right? I didn't have much other games to kill time with, so I just stuck to it.
Surprisingly, or perhaps not, since day one actually. My re-rolling didn't take too long, since I didn't miss the first daily reset into day 2. I much prefer the turn-based format of My Hero Ultra Impact to the action-heavy format that Strongest Hero had. Being able to take my time to think, or even just set things down as opposed to pausing, while I have dinner, or such is a nice option too. Also, auto battle for easier farming content.
What did My Hero Ultra Impact mean to you personally?
A lot, actually. Ultra Impact allowed me to change, to grow as a person because of that I met so many people that I consider my friends, including you, especially you're one of my best friends.
Mm-hmm. You too?
I met so many people, and aside from connecting, because playing daily, you start growing a connection. You don't want to leave. Even with the lowest point of the game, you actually don't want to lose it.
Yeah.
And I grew a huge emotional attachment because of it. Not only because of real life events, but, well, I actually really love this game as a whole.
Yeah, it becomes like part of your daily life, and yeah, you
Yeah,
grow
every
like an emotional attachment to it.
yeah, every single time at 12 p.m. my time zone it resets. So every single time it resets, I was doing my dailies. So it become part of my daily life.
It was a good way to like connect to my friends and community. Also because owning a club obviously leads to having a lot of people around you that can count on you and you
Yep.
can talk to and meet. And then as the game itself, I enjoyed having just a nice little thing to sink time into and play around with some of my favorite characters.
I mean, a lot, right?
Mhm.
Maybe less the game itself, because at some point it does burn you out if you play it a
Mhm.
ton. But what meant the most to me is the people that I met through the game,
Mhm.
and like especially the people from the club I first, well, not first joined, but the club I ended up joining and being in for the most time that I spent playing the game, which is the Hideout, the one
Yep.
you're also a part of. There's many amazing people across the community in general, many of which, like you, for example, have helped me such a tremendous amount in life
Mhm.
that I I don't know what I'd do without some of you guys. You've all been like had a positive effect in my life. So while you guys as a friends,
Yeah.
mean the most to me, the game is the reason for that. So I would say it does mean a lot to me.
My Hero Academia was a series I didn't get into until probably season 4 or 5. A friend had gotten me into it. It was a thing we did together, and while they eventually quit for personal reasons, I had already fallen in love with the series and had put a good chunk of funds into the game. To me, it means community because of the friends and practically family I made through the club I joined, and I'm bonding therein.
What are your hopes or expectations for the next game?
I'm expecting it to kind of be like a team fighter, sort of kind of like a maybe like a MOBA, but like
Yeah.
not quite like a as intensive as some like League. I'm hoping like maybe there'll be the club aspects in that too, so we can have the hideout go there as well.
I'll
But
see you
obviously,
remove the
based off
hideout.
this game and the previous ones, it's probably not going to go straight into like instantly having clubs again.
For the love of God, don't be a multiplayer focus like PvP. I think Ultra Impact landed on perfectly because even though we fight players, we have the arena, we're still fighting the CPU. And I really
Yeah.
hope it's not something like a card game or a MOBA or something. I feel like it landed the perfect spot playing like that, RPG. I think the best it can be is like the strongest hero. Like the gameplay of the game was cool and the animations were as well, but from the trailer it looks like it's gonna be a weird style of art. Yeah, like, and here's the thing. I'm scared because I never played the Bleach game. I don't know how it even looks, honestly. I just know it has like a chibi style, but I'm not sure
Mhm.
how it even plays. So not only I'm scared of a new studio coming with a new game, but new game that is making the other shut down. So I'm not sure if they're even confident this game is gonna be good.
I hope it is a lot more free to play friendly. The more gachas I play at the end of service, the better and healthier it is on my bank account and wallet. And this is why I try not to get into too many new ones or too many at once. I'm not certain what I want for the style. I would love another turn based, but would be fine if it ended up being action oriented. But with My Hero Ultra Impact active still, I can't see them being like the strongest hero. That said, I am predicting perhaps a side scroller beat 'em up style, or it could even be a card based roguelike similar to Chaos Zero Nightmare, Slay the Spire, etc. Which I would be perfectly okay with. The only thing I don't want to see is an auto battler like Fairy Tail Wizard, Chronicle, or the likes. Even if I mentioned before being able to turn auto on for farming, I don't want a full on auto battler. I'd still like to manual things once in a while.
How do you feel about the game reaching EOS?
To say that I didn't take this news in a good way is an understatement. It
Yeah.
was one of the worst days of the month, actually, when
Yeah,
I learned
definitely.
about the news. It actually destroyed me emotionally.
Yeah, I can feel that. We did not see that coming at all, did we?
Oh God, don't even say. It's funny because when the latest unit came out, which was the Todoroki, but I never got a proper name for him. I just call him the new Todoroki. The
Yeah.
way we thought it was like he would be he was in the unit, and then we were expecting time skip stuff because the pink flower. That you remember the final episode, right?
Yep.
Spoilers alert, by the way.
It's been like a year. That'd be fine.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, after with the pink flowers and such, we really thought we would be getting time skip stuff, but we get the data mine, and they just say like end of service, final campaign,
Yeah, I
like.
did not expect it. Like, I like people did make jokes about it, and I wasn't gonna believe that. And when I saw uh that final update, I was kind of like, oh, are they doing like time skip like you said? But no, I did not expect EOS just to appear out of the blue like that.
It was very sudden, I
Yeah,
think. It was kind of, I don't want to say obvious, but Shoto came out and they released a lot of limited units in a row. And then Shoto came out and was like only Shoto Spanner for like a week or two, I think. And that was like, is something wrong with him?
yeah, it
Or are they
felt very
just planning
bare.
something incredibly big? Or is there something really wrong with the game? I mean, I'm sad, obviously, but in all honesty, I'm a bit relieved.
Why
I'm.
is that?
It's weird to say, but I'm a bit relieved that the game is shutting down.
Hmm.
Like I love it. I love the game a lot. Being free to play, it is definitely hard. to keep up with the meta, especially the arena meta, right? You
Yeah.
have to do arena to get your gems to catch up, but not having the units or too little dupes to actually catch up, it gets very frustrating.
Yeah,
I wanted,
definitely.
I was already planning on like going very casual in like near future, just
Mm.
saving up my gems, going like to top or something, just you are plussing all Minas and Bakugos that are available, and then just quitting. That's what my plan was. I can't lie. The extra free time that that I will get from not playing my hero because it's shutting down is honestly very appreciated to me, especially like during times when usually there would be Clubfest. Because I take off 1 or 2 weeks of work just so I can, feel that the entire time I spent playing this game, trying as hard as I did, wasn't for nothing. That I don't get like bad scores, and it wasn't for nothing. So in the week that Clubfest is usually around, I spend like 80 hours every week in the game, which is a lot.
Yeah,
It is a very,
it's a lot.
it is a
Yeah.
very big amount of time. So it is frustrating too.
Yeah.
Like I love Clubfest, but it's also so bad.
Yeah, it's a very
If
stressful mode.
free time will be greatly appreciated.
Yeah. Oh. I don't think we're going to be missing Clubfest after end of service. That's for sure.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I am disappointed and saddened, but I understand. All live service games, even the titans that seem mortal, will eventually shut down for one reason or another. I am glad we got the time with it that we did, but I do still wish we had more time. They held off on so many things for so long, and we never got a truly powerhouse DPS Shoto like I had hoped. Steampunk came closest, but still fell far short of Steampunk Bakugo and Celeb Bakugo. Before we end this longer than expected video, I have got one last very serious interview by my best friend Doc. Let's see what she has to say. 1. I wanted DSC Baku. 2. 4 years DSC Baku. 3. DSC Baku. 4. Terrible. I cannot have more dupes of DSC Baku. 5. A DSC Baku analog. 6. DSC Baku. Now Doc, you can't fool me. I know your favorite character is Shinzo. I know what you are. Thank you to everyone who managed to make it to the end of this video. Apologies for it being longer than expected. I didn't expect for it to be longer than 15 minutes. I'm going to be sad to see this game go. It's been fun. I'll see you in the next video. I'm finally going to talk about All's Justice. Rejoice, people. Have a good one.